in County Kerry, Ireland. There, a little bit of energy at the start of the live stream, and let's see. We give everyone a few minutes to kind of notice it as well. I don't know, like with notifications and stuff. Like sometimes I've signed up to a good few live streams, and I never get the notification, and then the live stream goes on, and like I never see it, and it's like I want to watch it. So I think you have to like click like the bell notification on it to get it. But yeah, this week's been a pretty busy week. I've spent a lot of time cleaning up the shop and trying to get it ready because there was a tour group that was coming this week, so I had to try to make my shop presentable, because for the past year I've been using my shop almost as a storeroom, and there's been packing, there'd been tape, there's loads of dead flies in the window. I had to get rid of them all. So it was a pretty busy week there trying to get everything ready, because I was quite lucky that some surprisingly some tours are starting to come to Ireland now, and there's a bit of a boost, because it's really the international travelers that would visit my shop as well. A lot of the Irish people, they're traveling just on like budgets and staycations, and they usually just, their budget is always on their booze or food or something like that, so they don't really come into my shop there too much. And it'd be great to get more Irish business as well. I think they just like associate this with kind of like all the other tour shops, which are just selling like tacky stuff, and it takes a while for people to get used to this is actually an authentic craftsperson shop as well. Garen, how are you, my friends? Good afternoon here from Killorglin, and it's been raining for most of the day, but it's a nice evening here again in Killorglin. So yeah, that's been good. Liesel, hello, and thanks for the order. That's the stick will be on its way shortly too. I think I've been busy today. I must do up those labels, and I think the next courier will be collecting on Monday morning. Usually how it works is like any orders that come in like Thursday or Friday, usually it's like probably Monday to go out, because of the driver just comes at about 10 or 11 o'clock, sometimes 12 o'clock to collect them, and then they'll be on their way all around the world. Lenny, how are things in Liverpool, my man? It's a hot day here in Florida. Do you ever get a cold day in Florida? It's in the tropics. Like the worst day of the year in Florida is probably an Irish summer. Yeah, we but it's weird. Like the weather is kind of a bit weird at the moment. Like it's like in September, it's like, is it winter yet? Is it autumn yet? It doesn't know where it is in Ireland, and you dress for all seasons as well. But yeah, I was just saying there that it's good to start getting some tour business as well. I saw a few of the tour buses were driving the Ring of Kerry. Usually it's like September and October that you see a lot of these like escorted tour groups that would come to Ireland in the coach tours and things like that. And it's just about getting my name out there as well to let people know. But I must give a shout out to Hidden Gems Tours, lovely lady who brought a group of 10 people to my store this week, and it was a really good meeting them. There was from all over the US, and they came into my store. I kept them for longer than they wanted. I think at the end I was talking too much and they wanted to leave. They didn't want to be like stuck here, but I hope I was entertaining anyway. I told them about Blackthorn, and I was going to go on and tell them about Puck Fair, the festival in Killorglin, but when I got onto that, I could see them exiting for the door. They were going, all right, thanks. I think it was just the Blackthorn they were here for. I was kind of in full historical swing mode, telling people as well. But also another thing I'm doing is like there's a podcast called Irish Mythology, and it's my good friend Mark that does that, and I'm sponsoring his next 6 episodes. There's about 2 a month. I must get the link and put that up somewhere as well. He does, like, this guy, he knows his history inside out. Him and his missus, they do this probably one of the best kind of historical podcasts out there as well. Focusing a lot on kind of like early Ireland, the Druids, the mythology, all that kind of stuff, which is quite interesting as well. Let's see, we have Mike Myers, new movie coming out soon. Was it Michael Unmasked? I think it is. I watched the trailer for the Halloween movie. There recently he comes out of the fire yet again. He kills a bunch of firemen, and then Jamie Lee Curtis is saying she's going to get him or something. Great movie franchise. Just like Michael Myers, the franchise never dies as well. Tim McKern, hello Francis. I took one of your Blackthorns with me to the Irish Scot Fest in Estes Park, Colorado last weekend. Wore my saffron kilt as well. Yeah, you must send me some of those pictures. So what do people think of the Blackthorn there? Did they know about it? Had they seen a real one before? Were the guys there with the old tacky kind of fake Blackthorns and stuff? Or the worst, the cold steel ones? Sorry, cold steel, I'm not a fan. It's almost sacrilegious to like make some plastic things and calling them Blackthorn sticks. And then I always didn't like the Cold Steel's marketing, where they're saying like no one's doing Blackthorn anymore in Ireland, it's extinct. Real Blackthorn is not the way. Polyurethane sticks are the way forward for the future. That's not a narrative that I can ever get behind as well. Let's see. Garen says it sometimes gets to 7 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is. I'm a Celsius man myself, but I presume that's pretty cold. Would you have frost? Is 7? Would you come out in the morning and your car is frozen solid, and you have to defrost your car? That's kind of what Ireland can get like as well. But we're getting to that time of year, where we're not going to get any sunshine anymore. It's like September, you get what you call an Indian summer, which is just at the end of summer as well. But yeah, it's no Irish person looks forward to the winter time. All you guys around the world, you have it sweet. You might be looking at Ireland as this idealistic place that's wonderful and magical and everything, but winter is here. They're miserable. It's like storm after storm after storm and rain, and it just never ends, and it goes on for months and months till it might go on from October all the way to March time as well. That's a long enough stretch. So you guys, you don't know how lucky you have it. You're in Florida, Garen. That's an amazing place. You've got fantastic beaches and stuff, and for most of the year it's pretty good. Liesel says Blackthorn will never die. Yes, that's it. Blackthorn will survive. Real wood over plastic. I'll start my campaign. Real wood. And a coal steel garage. Maybe it was garbage or something you mean to say there, but yeah, I read it every time. It's I can't sleep at night. I wake up in a cold sweat. Not the cold steel, it's cold sweat going, plastic walking sticks. No way. You want something handmade, grown in earth. You want something rustic. Can't ever condone that sort of thing. Yep, have to defrost many times, even snowballs. I didn't know that in Florida. You got your dad. You're up in Jacksonville, I think it was. I can't remember, just from memory. I forgive me if I've ever mistaken where you guys are from. It just happens sometimes. I have a bit of a brain fart. It's a long week. It's all the fumes and everything that you'd get when you're in a little confined space. Tim, there is a shop that wants to stock Blackthorns. I gave them your name. I'll contact later about my commission. Thanks very much, Tim. Tell everyone you do. But here's the thing about these shops. Every single shop wants my Blackthorn, but they don't want to. They want me to pay nothing. They want what they want is they want the Blackthorn for about $10 or $15. Then they want to sell it themselves for $100. I can't have a business like that. I'd go out of business in seconds. So usually I don't supply wholesale to other people to resell. If someone wants a Blackthorn, they talk to me directly. I make it directly. They can join the live stream. That's whole part of the process with McCaffrey Crafts. I wouldn't give my sticks to another shop to sell, for the reason being is those shops, they won't, they want a really low price. That's why all those tacky walking sticks exist, is because they're in that price point. They give the shops the markup they want. So if they want to promote me, if they wanted to do some marketing together or something like that, or anything, it's great. But yeah, all like I've had over the years, like there's all of these like shops and these trade shows and different things, and when they contact me, like they they're like, hi, we're this big shop from wherever, and we're looking to get Blackthorn, all well and good, and they only want to pay like $15. Like, do they understand what the product is, how hard it is? Like, Blackthorn is undervalued, I tell you that. You see like a Blackthorn for $100 online, that's undervalued. Like, with the turns, the going through it, trying to find it continually as well, like, if you knew really what went into these Blackthorn sticks, you're getting them as a bargain as well. Like, they're not like, it's not like a normal craft. Like, you see guys crafting magic wands on a wood turning machine. I think that's pretty straightforward. Like, with Blackthorn, it's quite a tough and treacherous, and it's quite a dangerous profession as well for those that are not equipped to it. Let's see. A friend of mine who is a carpenter is crazy about my mock wood stick you made. I got him interested in Blackthorn sticks. All thanks to you. Good. Spread the word. This is the Blackthorn cult. We're starting a bit of a cult following within this Blackthorn community as well. And go out, tell everyone they need this product. It's amazing. And then look, the thing is, the value of your Blackthorn will go out. If you go out and tell 10 people, and they tell 10 people, and they tell 10 people, everyone's going to want it. And, there's not that supply out there. So the value of Blackthorn will go up as well. So, it's definitely an undervalued commodity out there. Let's see, Tim, good to know about the shops. Yeah, the wholesalers, man, they really put you under pressure. Like, they want to give you next night. You see, they all get their stuff from China, so unless you can match like these Chinese made or Indian made rates, they want to have nothing to do with you. Like, they did need to be like a different approach. And if shops were, and the government even, were more supportive of the craft industries, like, I'll give you names. You think Irish crafts is supported by the Irish government? No. Like, the VAT rate, VAT, value added tax in Ireland is 23%. Now, if you're in the tourism industry, you can get the 9%, VAT rate, where you only pay 9%, which is value added tax, like a sales tax. So if you're in like a tourism, and like I always thought that Irish crafts should be part of this tourism VAT, but no, like I've campaigned and I've harassed a few people and tried to lobby a little bit, but no, I was tilting windmills, the old Don Quixote of analogy there. But yeah, like, it'd be great if they actually did something for the craft industry. Like, they're hopeless. Like, the marketing board in Ireland is they're called Bor Fáilte, and their job is to market Ireland to the world and different things. But, like, they get like a budget of like 40 million, and when you look at their presentation of what they did, like, so I remember years ago I saw, and I remember quite well, that the figure 40 million, 20 million went in admin, which is their salaries. Like, they got a whole budget to do this, and 20 went on this, and for some reason they started doing all TV ads in Germany, and that was like the majority of their budget that particular year. And I think that was the year they decided to market the B&Bs and guest house, and all the B&Bs were angry with how the Bord Fáilte were trying to market them, because in their marketing campaign they kind of put out the message that visit an Irish B&B, and they had this like old lady, she was giving tea and jams and all of this, and like the B&B owners are like, that's not us, we're not like, you're marketing ours. Like, a lot of, to tell the truth, a lot of B&B and guest house in Ireland are quite maybe contemporary design. They're a bit kind of modern. Like, a lot of them would have fantastic houses as well, and then people would be coming to their houses saying, where's the nice old lady with the wool jumper, knitting an Aran jumper, eating Irish butter, where's our butter and our scones, homemade scones? And like, the thing is, a lot of these B&B owners, like, they kind of run it as a business. They work themselves, and the tourists were coming to them after this ad campaign looking for this kind of illusion of Ireland, and it was quite interesting because they were like, "What? That's not us at all." There's always a disconnect between like the Irish Tourism Board and like actually Irish tourist providers and stuff. And just like anywhere, it's all politics. Yourselves, like whoever's in government, they push their own kind of like, if they're landlords or if they're hotel owners, you be seeing the favoritism that goes to what they're involved in. So is the way of the world. Garen says cold steel blackthorns have one good thing: they increased interest in real blackthorn. I hope so, Garen. Like that's a good way to think. But it shames me when I see people posting how they're so happy with their plastic, blackthorns and all of that. Like, they should buy a real one. But the only thing I'll always, Garen, just to one last point that I'll mention on the cold steel thing, is just that their marketing is just putting down craftspeople. Like, if they just said, we have a fantastic plastic walking stick of the whatever sales pitch they have of how amazing their plastic is and is strong, and that's, if they left it at that, but then they kind of put down the craftspeople, saying no one's doing it, it doesn't exist anymore, and all of this. Like, if they reached out, and we had a chat and stuff, it'd be just to kind of say, right, it would probably be better to market back Blackthorn collectively, and if they got some credible source to kind of like legitimize, their plastic sticks, be all well and good as well. I'll put that up there with the Blackthorn movies idea. I'm still available for consulting if anyone wants to do, Blackthorn, graphic novels and Blackthorn. There's a great source of information on that as well. I can do all of that. Let's see now, Liesel. And people often don't understand how much time and work goes into handmade handicrafts. Yes. Oh my, like it's sometimes you make something, it could take you forever and anything, and like people come into the shop and like you'd say, right, that's like $100, like, and I know the whole story behind the stick and stuff, and they go, I'll give you 10 for it, 10. And you're just like, and like you have to kind of keep you don't know, like, you think they're joking at the start, like they offer you 1/10 of a product that you kind of think is undervalued as well, and you just look at them and you have to be polite, like, and you just go, oh no, it's like I'll give you an example. I had a guy 5 days ago. He was looking in the window, and he knocked on the door and said, would I open up? He wanted to buy this like hiking stick, and he came in, he looked through it, and then when he came to the price, I said, look, that's 125 on that one. And he looked at me and he was like, he got very insulted and he got like angry, and he was like, no, you wasted my time and all of this. And I was like, oh, sorry about that. So it's like a lot of time and effort goes into handicrafts. And like when you're advertising a product online, you just have to stick to the measurements and different things, and but if you went in and told people how hard it is, and like the stories behind it, there'd be a novel on each product that we put out. Zero Fox, good evening. Francis, hello my friend, how are things with you, my man? Bobo, hi Francis, greets from Deutschland. Yes. I actually do like there that I have a bit of a following now growing in Germany as well. There's a few German-based people that are interested in the Blackthorn, and sure, a bit of Blackthorn grows over in Germany too. I got to get myself over there and check out the Blackthorn there as well. Let's see. Ron Evans said, hi Francis, happy Friday. Yes, it is a Friday and I do get happy. At the end of the Friday, I feel like my week is done. But tomorrow I gotta drive to Cork, Cork City. My daughter, she wants to meet some of her friends, and my wife wanted to go down to Cork, and we have to get a suit for my son's confirmation, or sorry, communion now. I think it's coming up next Saturday. And so yeah, I have to, no time to relax tomorrow, up early and down to Cork. And if any of you dads out there, when you're driving your kids and your wives around to all of these places, you just have to stand around like a plank of wood. You've nothing to do. You're just kind of like standing there, and there's not much to see in Cork City. Like it's I don't know. I find the city's boring. Like what am I going to do? Go in and start looking for shirts or something like that, or shoes or or things. But there's no, like, because of rents being high in city centres, like, you don't really see good kind of crafts, or any handmade. Like, usually you have to search out, just like, I'm here in Killorglin. People have to kind of find Killorglin. It's not like a big tourist town yet. So, it's a bit off the beaten track on the tourist trail. Like, none of the tour buses actually really stop here, other than they might get out, spend 5 minutes, take a picture by the bridge, and on they go. Irish B&Bs have great breakfast, also great cracks. Yeah, the Irish B&Bs are different. Like, if you go to B&Bs like in the UK and across Europe and stuff, like in an Irish B&B, like, I think the standard is much higher. Like, the accommodation is great. But you get tired of the breakfasts. You want to fry up bacon every day. Like, don't get me wrong, as you can see by my emerging double chin again, I've been eating a few fries myself recently. But the thing is, you get tired of fried bacon, fried eggs, black pudding every day, or jam and scones, or something like that. And sometimes you just, you get tired of the breakfasts. They're too big. Like, I don't know about you guys, but in the morning, I just don't like to eat. It's just, if you eat first thing in the morning when you wake up, it's just too much for me, man. I just wait until the lunchtime to eat something. It's a bit easier then. I get more work done in the morning, because sometimes you wake up, you eat, you feel bloated, then you have to go to the toilet, as most, to evacuate whatever is in there. And it just kind of takes the morning away. So I'm more efficient by just not eating breakfast and just getting straight into work and getting my tasks done. That's what I kind of like to do in the morning. And then I kind of look forward to about 12 or 1 when I have my first feed of the day. Doug Bowl, or Bowl, or Cole Bowl, so it probably is that. Hello from Iowa, USA. Do Blackthorn sticks need maintenance? Well, it's not a car. It's not a mechanical device. Sticks are going to get scuffed. Like, that's normal. You use a stick. Like, it's like saying, do a pair of sneakers need maintenance? Like, you're going to use them. You're going to walk in them. They're going to get scuffed. They're going to, bend over. There's different things. Like, most of these walking sticks, like, they're not, a museum sculpture. Like, they're practical, very good walking aids. They're also can be used for self-defense. There's different things as well. If you're looking for a display piece, they don't need much maintenance, because you're not, like, using them as well. So I get that question actually quite a lot of people, like, worrying and different things. But, like, you can't keep a stick pristine if you're using it. If you're using the stick, it's going to wear, it's going to hit off things. It's going to, like, that's all part and parcel of, like, having a stick as well. And you want a stick that's been used as well, like, puts more character into it as well as it ages. It's like a nice patina of use on a particular stick. Garen, I know they are too heavy to walk a distance with. Yeah, like some walking sticks, that people buy, like, they look great, those display pieces, but, like, sometimes, like, they're a bit heavy for, like, everyday use on your wrist and stuff like that. Like, you want, like, a lot of the sticks, you don't want them to be, like, too heavy as well, because they can take a while and take quite a lot out of it. Oh, I must give a shout out that another person that visited the shop this week was this couple from America. They came over during the pandemic, and they live actually down near where my sister is based as well. And lovely couple. And I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but the guy was interested in Blackthorn. He came up, he found me online. He watched a few of my videos, and very interesting guy, lovely couple. And they were very good to meet as well. And they have some blackthorn down there, and they were asking some questions about cutting it, and it was very interesting to meet those people. Let me catch up a few messages now. Michael Thomas, good morning, Francis and all. Sorry I'm late. You're not. Don't ever apologize. Just come in and join the crack. Join the old session. Let's see. Can you show pictures from your best shillelaghs you've ever made, please? Every shillelagh I make is my best one. That's another question I get. Like, it's like, what is your? It's like asking someone, who's your favorite child, who's your best child. There's no best shillelagh. Like, they're all just unique and different in each way. The best shillelagh is what's best for you. Like, if you're a short guy like me, 33-inch shillelagh is perfect. Your perfect size. A 39-inch would be good for maybe someone like Lenny. Lenny's a big guy. I think he wanted a big 38 or 39-inch walking stick as well. So like, it's very hard to kind of like say what my best walking stick. Like when I make a video for YouTube, I kind of like those sticks. I think they best represent me. So when I put those videos on YouTube, I'm usually just picking out sticks that I think are pretty good. How do I find your Metallurgy Friends blog? I'm very interested in what Chiwetel Chakmar. I know on Facebook he just goes by Irish Metallurgy. I think if you find him on Facebook, they have a link to doing it. His name is Mark anyway, and yeah, you can say that you heard, or you know me as well. Like I kind of went to college with Mark. I drank with him. I partied with him. We shared a room. He was bringing back girls to the room when I was trying to sleep there, and we had loads of experience in college. Like when so he was like my kind of college roommate for a while. And some mad nights in going down to his Navan, and his 21st birthday party was pretty wild that weekend as well. So yeah, he's if you search anyway, long story short, just go to Irish Mythology podcast or something. Or wait, let's see if I can find on Facebook. Wait, let me just. Sometimes I forget I'm actually at a computer here. Let's see if I'm logged in now. I'm not much on Facebook because I was finding like Facebook, you're just getting drawn into drama the whole time. Oh, here it is. If you search on Facebook for the Irish Mythology podcast, wait, I'll just turn around. Wait, let me pick up the camera for a second. Right, we'll turn this around. There it is. Marcus, he's trying to sound fancy, he's Mark. Stephanie, adapt and retell stories from Irish mythology and chat about their origins and the usual. So there it is. Let me just click on that for a second. There's a few of the links. You can kind of like pause the video or the live stream or something like that, and have a look at and that as well. But yeah, that's the guys' podcast. There they have a new episode. What's that? Baelor, a giant who lives in an invisible tower, commands one of the most fearsome armies that have ever been. He is prosperous, respected, and feared, but there's something in his past that torments him. So like, the tragedy of Balor, their podcast, that sounds pretty interesting. Here there's some different things as well. So yeah, it looks like a pretty good it's if you're interested in the Irish stuff. Let me turn that around now again. If you're interested in the Irish stuff, like that guy's podcast is pretty good, and you can message him on Facebook and different things as well, and say that you know me. If you know me, he'll be like, yeah, sorted as well, but he's a very funny guy. Very very entertaining guy. He seems all professional and stuff when he's doing his podcast, but you get him outside of that, he's a good laugh as well. Now where were we again on these messages? Let's see now. The plastic sticks, they're too heavy. Yeah, they do make them, but they're quite heavy as well. Let's see. Doug Bowl, thanks Francis. Bowl was originally Boyle in Scotland, pronounced Bowell, like Dougal Bowl, and migrated to Ireland. Yeah, Boyle is a pretty common name over in Ireland. You have Boyle Sports, the Battle of the Boyne or Boyles. Yeah, Boyle is a name that you like. The local hardware store that I get all my materials is Boyles, and so yeah, I go to Boyles in Killorglin, the hardware. That's where I get all my bits and pieces. Eleni, I got 239 inches off you, Francis. I call them the twins. That's very good. It's one for each hand, and you wanted the two big knobs. I remember as well. Lenny's a man who wants the biggest knobs in his hand that he can get. Handles I'm talking about, of course. GS Ferraro Bobo. Ireland is a lovely island. When the weather is good. You come to winter and you stay here from like October to March, and we'll see how you feel about Ireland. It's so funny sometimes because you get these people, they're like, oh my God, Ireland is so magical, so amazing, the people are wonderful. And then winter hits and they're like, what the, Blarney is going on here? and they'd survive one winter, and they're like, yeah, I'm out of here now. I'll just come back in the summertime. It's just miserable, like, it's just never ending and relentless. Like, if you just had one nasty storm, you can kind of get over that. But like when there's one after the other. Let's see. I hope I can travel again, and I will visit your shop. Definitely do, definitely do. I'll visit Germany too. I gotta get out of here. I gotta, like, I've been like, just like everyone in the world, I feel like a locked up animal. I'm raring to go see some things, experiencing new things, go off traveling as well. I love going to Germany. It's always a good laugh. Finally, Francis, how does Blackthorn compare to oak and hickory for strength and durability? It'd be a kind of more bit stronger and a bit more dense. It's quite heavy, like oak is heavy enough as well. And I don't know too much about hickory, but from what people have told me as well, it's quite a strong wood and good for making like, I know hickory. Don't they make snooker cues and pool cues with that as well? Um, let's see, Bobo. I'm December, and it was wonderful. Really? You were in was December? Maybe like a week in December, like there was a give up or something like that. But not any December in recent memory. Like I remember. Wait. There was, yeah, about, was it 2 or 3 years ago? I remember half of December wasn't too bad. Let's see. There'll be payback for that crack, Francis. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll start the faction fight, the McCaffreys versus the Lennys. I won't dox you and say your full name here anyway. But yeah. Oh, is this the start of a faction fight there, Lenny? Them be fighting words. I'll bide my time. Oh, that sounds like the wheel in the faction when two factions are up against each other and they start slagging each other off and throwing slurs at each other and teasing each other. It's called the wheel. It was 2016. Yeah, maybe that was a good year. I must but check back. If you did encounter some good weather during winter time, you're lucky. Cherish it. It's not usually the case at all when you get like that. So yeah, it's just not great at all in the winter time. There's no point lying to you guys. Winters are tough, like, and that's why Irish people, we emerge from the darkness of winter and we're all talkative and ready to go. Winter is a great time to shelter in the pub. It is, but it's freezing in the pub. They don't put the heating on, so you have to drink plenty. Might be fun doing a Christmas live stream. My Christmas is boring. I wish I had a more entertaining life. It's a Christmas live stream. I'll do one, but like, what's the McCaffrey Christmas like? On Christmas morning, I'm usually like assembling different things. We're trying to make different things, and for the kids, I mean, like, not assembling like Blackthorns. Usually I'm setting up things on the computer. They're all using my credit card. They want to use this, they want to use that, they want to do loads of different things. So it's 1 second now. My daughter will not stop messaging me. So when she messages me, it just comes in on the screen there. Let's see. But yeah, on Christmas, usually wake up, do the kids thing, gets the things done. Then we go to the parents' house and see mom and dad, who I can see he's just on the stream there as well. And usually we just eat turkey, feel a bit fat. Then my sister comes up with Tim, and we have a bit of a chat as well, talk about all interesting things and politics and different things like that. And then the kids are annoying us again, wanting to do something. That's pretty much how my Christmases go. And then I'm just kind of thinking I should be out cutting Blackthorn, and like I've always be itching, like, because there's no one around on Christmas or Stephen's Day, so it's a good day to go out like cutting. There'll be less people coming up annoying you, asking questions. Let's see. Tom Waltz, hi Frank, and Frank goes hi Thomas as well. Frank is my dad, in case anyone's wondering there. I'd be Francis the Fifth, and there'd be my dad. He goes by Frank or Francie or something like that, just to differentiate between the two of us. Doug Bowl, Dad, we must get you on a live stream again. We must do one of these weeks now. They always just kind of happen kind of quickly, and I forget about it. Or there's always some little different things as well. Must get I had my dad on a live stream before, so we might get that as well. Or do a Christmas live stream from the house on Christmas Day. Me and my dad, and brother-in-law. You can hear us talk about politics. It gets interesting. Let's see. How long is delivery from your store? I'm really interested. Doug, about 3 to 5 days. If you live off the beaten track in America, it might take a little bit longer. But I use DHL and UPS, and they collect from my shop maybe about 3 or 4 times a week. Usually like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe on a Tuesday and a Thursday too. Some days. And yeah, once they collect it, they're pretty good. Like 99 times out of 100, they're pretty good. Occasionally, like one thing might get like slowed up in one of these sorting centers, or if you live in a really remote, off the beaten track places, sometimes they hand it over to the local like delivery people, and then there's just a delay. But that's like rare as well. So yeah, they're pretty good, and most people are surprised at how quickly they can get something from Ireland, where they order something in America and it can take longer, or something from Amazon. Let's see now. And have a large jar of your adult beverages. Oh yeah, I must have that. I cleaned up the shop. I think I put that in the back there as well. My tiger nut brandy as well. I must try to locate what that is. Let's see. Hi from BC from Diane. Hello to the Canucks as well. What do you say? What's a cheer or a greeting in Canada? You go up the Canucks, or Wayne Gretzky or Molson, or what's a good cheer to say? Like how should you greet a Canadian? Like saying what I said, the equivalent of saying to Irish like leprechauns is the most, or you must get so tired of people with the about and a, I think it is. That's like the thing people say to Canadians too much. But okay, Diane, educate myself and the good people of this community. Like when they meet a Canadian, what's a good greeting, or what's something interesting to say that will impress them? We're not thinking something cringy or cheesy or something like that. Something kind of like you meet a Canadian, and something surprising that will be, oh, he knows something. Doug, Iowa, heartland of USA. Yeah, no problem. Iowa's fine. There's a few states that's kind of slow in. Let me see. What's this again? I like Oregon sometimes, not too much. It depends. Like, and what's the state that it's a bit slow in? I think in Maine or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I must check. There's about two U.S. states, and for some reason the couriers are always a bit slower there. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Hello from Tennessee. Thanks, Francis. Hello, Ed. How's everything down in Tennessee? What's a good keeping this trend? What's a good thing to say to someone from Tennessee when you meet them, if you want to if you want to impress them? I'm always looking for ways to impress people. So I'm using these live streams to get intel from you guys as well, of how to impress you. And it's been a good source of information as well over the past year. I think I've been doing these live streams for, I don't know, maybe about a year or so now. It seems like that. Let's see, Kirk, St. Francis of the Blackthorn, new title. I like the sound of that. Yes. That sounds like the cult name, yeah? So St. Francis of the Blackthorn, yeah. To join our cult, like all religions, you have to pay. It's the tithe or the 10% or whatever they say in different things as well. Isn't there always money associated with various cults and things like that? So it's all right. I don't need any firstborns or anything like that. We'll just buy some Blackthorn, and you're a member of the cult then. That's basically it. What you have to do each year, buy a new stick. That's about it. There you go. There's the Blackthorn cult. Ed is a retired army here. Home is Iowa. How y'all doing? Ed, yeah, we have a lot of military guys, and Kirk as well. He's got some interesting security background as well. And there's a guy who watches stream from Australia as well, that I know has a really good security background. I can't go into it because it's all top secret stuff apparently, but I'm terrible. I'm likely to say something. But yeah, like we have a lot of people who are from military army background and things like that, and they're interested in the Blackthorn, the history around it, the faction fighting, things like that. Frank, yeah, I saw my dad's Facebook page. The Pope got a Blackthorn today, but it looked a bit weird. The Blackthorn, there's a picture circulating on Facebook and online. I think that isn't it the Facebook page 1 million for Irish unity or something. It's one of those type of pages, and my dad, he posted it on his Facebook today. I kind of saw it post up, because I'm not on Facebook there too much. Oh, wait, see if I can find the picture. Wait. Let me just go to my dad's Facebook for a second. He won't mind, I don't think. Wait, let's see if I can find it. Where is the picture? There's that. Where's the one? I'm looking at my dad's Facebook now. Just give me a second. I'm seeing if I can find that. Did you post it? I thought he did post it. Wait, he has a picture there. Let me go to this Facebook page. Just bear with me now for a second. I'm seeing if I can find that picture of the Pope. Here we go. Here, I'll turn the camera around. It's kind of a weird looking shillelagh. Like let's have a review of it. Let's see. Sorry. So here we have. Let's see now. Pope Francis, a wise man of today, and I think my dad was putting in a comment there. Here we go. Look, my dad right in there. It's got 6 likes so far. An Irish Blackthorn shillelagh for the Pope. So he's Pope Francis, isn't it, as well? So this little guy here, who's quite short. I think he's about 4 foot, like 10, or he's like 5 foot. He's the president of Ireland, a guy called President Higgins. And in Ireland, the president is like more of an honorary position than anything else. They take a lot of pictures, and they get in for 8 years, and then they can rerun again and stay another 80 years. So imagine that, like in America, you got like 8 years and then you get another 18 years. So in Ireland, you could be like president for like 16 years. And sometimes it happened. Was it President Hillary was in for that amount of time? So here you have Pope Francis. Let's have a look at this, man. That looks a bit weird to me, man. But let's see. It's, I don't know what the wood is that. That must be some, look. Why is he presenting? Higgins, you got to like present a McCaffrey Blackthorn. That's it. I gotta like contact this president guy and say, hey, listen here, that's not a McCaffrey walking stick, and get the President Higgins there to realize the error of his ways, like they should be presenting my walking sticks to dignitaries, shouldn't it? Of people that are coming, must be more vocal as well, to get people to do that. So the Pope got a Blackthorn today, yeah, but he didn't get one of mine. And it looks so weird. I wonder who made that or where it is. Must find out the story of that. To be interesting now. Kurt, we have put the son in for sainthood, Frank. Yes. Was it to be a saint? Don't you have to do 3 miracles or something? Isn't it? What's the process again to be a saint? Yeah, I think you have to do like three miracles. So I turned wood into money or something like that. I don't know, is that a miracle? I suppose it's a miracle to still be in business during the pandemic. So that's 2 miracles. So let me think, what would be one more miracle as well? One more miracle would be let's see, making a cold steel walking stick out of wood. That's the last miracle I have to do. So once I can get cold steel or the president to present Irish McCaffrey Blackthorns, then maybe that'll be the 3rd miracle, and then I can earn a sainthood, something like that. I think that's the process anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I'm wrong half the time. Garen, I like that big hiking stick you posted, Francis. Yeah, man. That's going to Bill, isn't it? Yeah, I have it on the way. Like that's a class one. It's like it's a really big heavy one. I don't have much like that, and they're hard to find. Real Blackthorn sticks like that are that long, that heavy, and that straight as well. Like that is a rare stick. You'll watch my channel for the next year or 2 or 3. You won't see another one like that again, because I don't have them and they don't exist. They're hard to find. Lenny, I told you to send the Pope a Blackthorn. You did. I remember that. You said that before on one of the live streams about 6 months ago. I actually do remember that. Because he was limping. Yeah. And even sent you his address. Do you remember making fun? I actually do. I remember that. Yeah. So that's it. That's it, Lenny, man. You're spot on. What's your next prediction? 6 months from now, if you have the lottery numbers or something like that. Be good to hear. So look, everyone. Lenny made this prediction about the Pope and Blackthorn, and it's come true. So maybe we have to start a new cult, the cult of Lenny. The 39-inch is what Lenny likes. So maybe 39 will be his sacred number from now on. Two miracles, yeah. I've done so. It's only two miracles to be a saint, is it? Well, I could claim two miracles. You know. Let's see. Would YouTube censor the Pope for saying he got a knob stick? They probably would. The YouTube, was it the algorithm? It's like, I'm so tired of hearing that word. Everything's blamed on the algorithm. It's like, sorry, what happened there? Like, oh, the algorithm. Oh, I got ripped off there. Sorry, it was the algorithm. It's like blaming the guy who's not in the room in the way that you hear about the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, man, it's like we're living in times where you got to be careful what you're saying. That's why, like, you come to Ireland, we'll say what we feel. We don't care about all that kind of political correctness thing. But our context is always like humor and trying to entertain. Doug Ball, that would be a miracle, and I am Catholic as well. Very good. I think it was 95% of Irish people would be Catholic, and actually on the census, here's a little known fact. On the census, apparently, I think it's it could be 2000 or 4000. I can't remember exactly. Jedi Knights live in Ireland. On the census form, where the section is "What is your religion?" They all wrote in Jedi Knights. So in Ireland, it's like there's enough of them for it to kind of like show up in the statistics as well. And yeah, I should try to find that too about Jedi Knights. So like that's quite interesting as well. Let's see who's knocking on the door here. I think my daughter's saying she's going into town with her friends. So I don't know, is she looking for money at the door? Let me just see. Anyway, if she's looking for money, she'll phone me. That's usually what happens. Let's see now. Garen, a miracle would also be helping the lame to walk, wouldn't it? I guess. Well, if they were walking without an aid, I suppose a miracle. Yeah, maybe like if helping people, is that kind of like a miracle or something like that? I'd have to see what the angle was. But yeah, I think. But like, are you allowed to go for sainthood while you're still alive? Do I have to pass first, and then people are watching this video retrospectively? I always think I always find that aspect quite cool about YouTube. That I kind of think like 100 years from now, like there's some guy sitting down watching me on YouTube, researching for his university or college, like something thing about history, and YouTube is a great source of modern culture that we live in now, but in the future this is all be history. So I think that's quite interesting as well. Let's see. My dad says I lost my link. The Pope works in mysterious ways. Yeah, I found it. Anyway, because I know you had it on the page as well. But it looks, I don't know, man. That Blackthorn looks weird. Like, what do you think, Dad? Do you think that looks like what kind of shillelagh is that like? That must have been some guy selling magic beans years ago to the Irish president. Goes, here you go. But yeah, like presenting a shillelagh to people who come to Ireland is a tradition. It's something that is the ultimate gift to give to someone, and the ultimate representation of Ireland as well. And yeah, I wonder where they're getting these shillelaghs from, because I like, who makes them? It's not me or any of the other lads I know. So it's I wonder where they're getting, or did they order a bunch of them like 20, 30 years ago, and they have a whole basement front of, oh, the Pope's coming, roll out there one of the stock. Maybe they have a whole basement full of these sticks that they got years ago. Back on again. Okay, so you posted the link again. It's very good. But yeah, like Bill Clinton got one, didn't he? And Muhammad Ali got one, and talking about shillelagh, not something else. Does Ireland and Ireland have a good relationship? There is only one Ireland. It's Ireland. That's it. That's the relationship. They're not two separate entities. In Ireland, there is one entity. It's just Ireland. That's it. Most Irish people just kind of feel that as well. Like there's not like two countries. Like we're an island nation, made up of 32 counties. And that's how I've always viewed Ireland as well. So there's you can talk about relationships between different counties, Like, the relationship between County Kerry and County Cork isn't good because of the football, because of sports, and say for County Tyrone, and County Kerry and the football, they wouldn't have a good relationship at the moment because of Tyrone beating them and taking it as well. There's Ireland is just Ireland. There's only one Ireland. The Northern Ireland you're talking about, what's that? I just only recognize Ireland. 32 counties. There's a very famous Irish phrase that a lot of Irish people say. It's Chucky or Laura, which means we will have our day as well. And I no need to be sorry, Doug. I'm only just saying it as well. Like, there's no need to apologize to an Irishman. Irishmans will say how they feel the whole time, and we never get insulted like that. And it's all banter and a bit of talk and different things like that as well. But no, it's a good conversation piece, and to start as well, that majority of Irish people, they just see it as we're 32 counties, and that's it. That's all what we have. It's our country that we love. Just like wherever you're from, you always love your country as well. I suppose it's like saying to America, are you like did from the south or from the north, or from just United States of America. There's like 50 states, but what was it? I mentioned it before? Like, Ireland is closer to the USA than Hawaii is to the USA. So in theory, Ireland could be, go up for a 54 state. Like, we're part of the European Union. We could be a bit cheeky as well, and apply to be the 54 state, just for the benefits as well. Just to get some benefits. I think that was the real reason behind Ireland being, the EU in the 70s, was to get all the grants aid and all the benefits that come with being part of the exclusive boys in the EU. Northern Ireland, sorry, glad to hear it. I'm proud of my Irish ancestry. Yes, you got to be proud Irish, like all Irish. We're very, very proud of our history and our ancestry as well. We're always very talkative, very opinionated. Anything like talking about Ireland, we kind of love as well. It's like it probably gets to our heads as well, where we're thinking we're amazing. I think everyone's like. But I remember, like, when I went over to Asia, and I said I was Irish, they looked at me and they're like, Iceland? You're from Iceland? And I was like, no. They're like, never heard of Ireland. They'd look at me. They were like, and I remember, like, I'd be like showing them on the map, and they looked at it, and they didn't even know anything about Ireland. Never heard St. Patrick's Day or booze or something. But then, because of Conor McGregor, is the only way they know Ireland now. Because MMA would be big in Asia as well. Let's see. Frank, my dad, says Northmen, Southmen, comrades, all Belfast, Dublin, Cork, and Donegal. Yes, my dad would have put a lot of his philosophy into me as a kid, going back and forth to Fermanagh as well. Let's see, Ed. Nah, if California fell off into the ocean, I'd shed a tear. Was California? Sure, they had the recall there, and Newsom got in as well. Yeah, California. I mean, you hear a lot of weird things about that. Like, the taxes seem pretty insane there, and the way, I don't know. Like, it's the richest state, is it? Or correct me if I'm wrong. And, like, they're quite bit independent as well. Oh, must see, Knife Hunter 18 is better than being called Bobo. When I heard the name Bobo, I usually think of a clown or something like that. Now, like, Knife Hunter, like, it sounds more Knife Hunter 18. Like, it sounds like you're some kind of serial killer name. But okay, so you hunt knives. Wait, Bobo, we gotta give you a better name than Knife Hunter. Knife Hunter means you're going out hunting knives. You need something cool. And 18 as well, kind of suggesting that you're only 18 years old. You need, like, a cool name or something like that. We gotta give you, like, some kind of cool name. Let's see, Doug. What's that? Boigle, ancient spelling for boil. Buegil. I think that's how it's pronounced, isn't it? A-O-I, Bue, and Gil, yeah, Buegil, something like that. Let's see, Garen. Of the WWF stars that claim to be Irish, how many there really are? Sheamus is, and the girl, what's her name? Becky Lynch, is Irish. Becky is from Dublin, and Sheamus, that guy is Irish as well. They're from Dublin. Other than those two, that's about all I know. What's your man, the blondie haired lad, and the dwarf guy as well? Like he wasn't Irish. Like Hogs Wiggle or Wart or whatever his name was. And then what was your man, the blondie haired bleach blonde lad that was going around with him as well? But yeah, like, but the thing is, there's 40 million Americans that are connected to Ireland and would have some Irish ancestry as well. But like the Becky Lynch, the girl, she's like Irish, and Seamus would be the kind of the guy as well. But yeah, like it's growing up in the 80s, it was all WWF, wasn't it, back then, and it changed to WWE. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that's an Irish name, all right. That, and a nickname like that, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, would be a carpenter. Is he a carpenter? Hacksaw Jim Duggan, yeah. Was he a bit of a carpenter? I think, and he had his 2x4s, wasn't it? Let's see. How about the one who came down with a Blackthorn? Which wrestler came down with a Blackthorn? Was he some modern guy or something like that? Just if you can Google it there, Garen, and tell me the wrestler name, I'll have a look. But a lot of like in WWE, like the Iron Sheik from Iran. He wasn't from Iran. Was it Santino from Italy or something like that? He wasn't. Like the nationalities would be a little bit more for entertainment reasons in pro wrestling. But there's not too many. Finn Balor, I think he is. Wait, Finn Balor, I think he is actually. Finn Balor. I didn't know he came down with like a shillelagh as well. Fergal. I'm pretty sure he's from Bray. Saying here, yeah, he's Irish. Like he's I forgot about him. Let me go back here as well. Yeah, Finn Balor. Yeah, he wouldn't be like that well-known wrestler like and stuff, but yeah, he's from Ireland. He's from Bray, which is like about an hour south of Dublin in County Wicklow. Boyle Donegal, anglicised form of Gaelic O'Bwehill. Let's see. Bowl says, Francis, someday come to Iowa. You'll love our corn on the cob. Great people here and lots of Irish descendants. Yeah, I'm itching. Like, I've always kind of wanted to go to America and do my own thing rather than the family type of trips. Like, and by that I mean like just like rent some ridiculous car, something that Americans that would only have, and then just drive around and drive to all of these little small towns, just going and meeting people and talking and trying to find some like local festivals or different things like that. For me, that would be my kind of perfect way to kind of go to America. Just driving around, getting lost, meeting weird and wonderful people, and just being myself as well, and seeing what adventures that I get into as well, and the more different from Ireland, the better as well. But I think like there's so many people that are connected to Ireland. In America, it's like all the old trade routes, like people go to Boston, or a lot of people go to Germany as well, and people go to Australia. James, if you come to Iowa, you have to go south and meet me close to Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, this is starting into an itinerary. Head to Iowa, then go down to Missouri, and head down to Garen there in Florida, and Tommy as well if he's about. And yeah, we could do sometime a tour. I don't know, maybe do a festival or something like that. And I'll come over as a special guest of honor. We'll do the one of these comms like Irish Comic-Con or something like that. We just need to get more people. We can get those wrestlers. We get Finn Balor, if he's fallen on hard times as well. then he can come along as well. I must look him up to see what kind of shillelagh he was coming to the ring with. But by the way, Francis, Joe Biden has a limp as well. Yeah, he does. Good old Joe Biden. So yeah, if he wants, like, if he really wants, to connect with the Irish American community, to milk them for votes, he needs a McCaffrey Blackthorn. So we'll put out a little soundbite there. Joe, Mr. Biden, we'll call you, because you're not my president. You're Americans. My president's President Higgins in Ireland. But anyway, Joe, very nice to get your time. I'll keep this short, just so the old memory thing there, you'll remember it as well. McCaffrey's Irish Blackthorn. You have a limp, Joe. You need one. There, my little short message to him. He tripped over his own tongue. Yeah, he's not the best speaker, but look, who will be the best speaker when they're that age? Like, if I'm doing a live stream in 80, like I'm about, I'll be close to 80. I'd be, Shillelagh, who am I? What am I? When you get old, you get old. Like, it's no fault of his own. It's just he was pushed, into that position as the best person to represent that side of American politics. And, he has a connection to Ireland, and let's see if he really, gets involved in Irish, like, matters and trying to get things going as well. He has yet to do that. Some American presidents, like, they do things and they get involved in Ireland and different things like that as well. And, he's an Irish American. Like, there's the thing in America that's quite a big deal for Irish people is the undocumented Irish that have immigrated, and they don't have any visas or anything, and they're all working, illegally on the building sites, and the electricians and carpenters and things like that. And there's a load of like there's a girl I worked with before, and her brother is in America, and he went there when he was 23, and she hasn't seen him for like 10 years because he's undocumented and he can't come back, and he's met someone over there, and it's really, really awkward, and her family, they don't know what to do and stuff. So, like, the main kind of issue that it would be great is if that they could grant some kind of they had something up before, but then this one senator or something like that went it down or something like that. But like, the undocumented Irish is like is probably like the one kind of thing that you hear from Ireland, that they like the Americans to kind of meet them on way some kind of way as well. Because, like, Irish and Americans, like, they're so close as well, both culturally, genetically as well. Like, there's 40 million that claim Irish ancestries as well. Let's see now. Germany has the greatest immigration to the USA than Ireland. Yeah, probably. Like, yeah, Ireland's only a small country. Like, the 1.5 million immigrated after the famine, but, like, in the 80s, a lot of people, it's more economic. They were going to America for work if there was nothing here as well. Come down, have some oranges and gator tail. Yeah, that white meat from alligators looks pretty good. Let's see. Germany has only the greatest immigration to the USA. So true, Ed, Doug says. Kirk, bring great joy to patrons. Very good, Kirk. Let's see. Have a nice weekend, my friend, and enjoy Cork tomorrow. Oh yeah, I gotta go in a minute. Yeah, I'll enjoy going down. We're not from the US. That's what you say to the Canadians. But I know the difference between a Canadian and American, and I know the difference between a Kiwi and an Aussie. It's like if you confuse an Irish person with a British person, it's like confusing an American and a Canadian, and like an Aussie and a Kiwi and something like that. So yeah, we're not from the US. Yeah, must get tired when people, like, mess up where you're from or assume make consumes. Biden is like Scottish haggis. You either love it or hate it. Yeah, well, like, you only have two choices in America. There's only two things on the menu. Choice A or choice B. And you're like, I don't like either. Tough, just pick one. But look, politics all over the world is weird. Look, you think you have weird American politics? Look at Irish politics and stuff. Like, a man who's in now, he didn't even get enough votes. And, like, imagine in America where you have the Republicans and the Democrats. They go in to government together and they take turns. Like, that's basically what's going on in Ireland at the moment. That's weirder, like, trust me. and we don't really have any leaders. Have you seen like the Irish leaders compare them to Biden? They're comical. Let's see, James. If I'll just read a few more and then we go. If they let all the Afghans in, we should left an Irish brother immigrant. Yeah, like it's really kind of sad to kind of hear the way Americans exited Afghanistan and stuff, because like it was just watching the images and speaking to some guys who had served in Afghanistan. Like they felt pretty bad for like all the things they had done over there. They felt it was for nothing, and like it's like politics is difficult as well. But yeah, like the whole Afghanistan thing was I don't know, man. It was probably not the best way in which they all just kind of pulled out. All like I think that's what they did in the Middle East too as well. When Israel was created, they kind of pulled out, and it was just all messy as well. Tennessee is bless your heart. That's a good phrase. I gotta notice that. Another Irish editor was Finlay. Oh yeah, Finlay. I don't. He was like Irish American, or was he from Dublin as well? Most of them were from Dublin. And he carried the Blackthorn. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go back to my loving family, who are always hungry when I finish these live streams, and I have got to bring them the fruits of my labor. And they don't appreciate the hard work. They just want to do it. So anyway, guys, this is a great to talk to you today, and great to connect with you. And hopefully these live streams just kind of give you an idea of who I am and what I'm doing as well. Garen, he's from Ireland, not Northern Ireland, Ireland. There's only one Ireland. We'll leave it at that as well. But fab weekend, everyone. Liesl, you too as well. So I'll say in Shlán Lat Akara, and cheers Akara there as Michael just beat me to it as well. All right, guys, take care. Bye.